Hello and welcome back to T for Tarot. Well, previously known as T for Tarot. I'm in the process of rebranding here. I really wanted to get into the transformational aspect of the healing aspect of tarot, and I believe it's very important at this time to, as much as I enjoyed doing the other things, I'm still going to do the other things because they bring me joy. You feel me? It makes me happy to do those lighthearted things. But based on my own personal journey, and I'm hoping that other people can relate to some of the things that I've been through, and if not, they can at least, relate to the come up, because if I can do it, you can do it. And what I want is for you guys to motivate me, and we motivate each other to get to the top. Okay. The reason I am doing this reading at this time, and I'm putting the decks that I'm using right here for you guys in case you really like them. I super love these decks. But the reason I'm coming today and doing this particular reading is because this is the day after the 888 portal, and me and, well, a few of my friends and I have been feeling more anxious than anything. Anxious, overwhelmed. What else? It's not, I kind of know why I'm going through this experience, because this was the month that my mom passed. So I feel heavy energy, heavy grief during the month of August, and I'm just still called to shuffle these cards while I'm talking to you guys. Ooh, uncertainty and chaos. I just told y'all it was anxiety, a feeling of being overwhelmed. I didn't even want to start with this deck first, but I actually wanted to start with this one. But when spirit speaks, that's what we go for. But if you like either one of these decks, I have a link below where you can access them and get them for yourself if you like. I do receive a okay, oh wow, love, freedom, joy, flow, creativity, balance, empowerment, prosperity, acceptance, freedom. Ooh, wow, I really do feel like and then the ones that fell on the floor was look within and protection. So I'm not going to take all these cards, but what this is telling me already is that maybe there's some anxiety surrounding your next steps in life. I wonder if there is some anxiety, some concern, it's like a disheartened energy around feeling that you are, I wouldn't say worthy, but feeling like you're worthy of these things. It's giving, I see that it's happening for other people, but I don't know if it's for me. Who am I to have these experiences? Balance, empowerment. Like, will this happen for me? Do I have all the information that I need? How do I put the things that I know to work for my highest good to get to freedom? Okay, so maybe the uncertainty and chaos is you attempting to find a plan or come up with a plan to be in a better place, space, whether it's with love, prosperity, getting a new job, just getting yourself into a better position, in a better place in life, which goes right along with the 888 portal, and the advice already is looking within and protection. So what that tells me is, excuse me, I might see my hair rollers, that's why I'm not on camera today. But that kind of makes me feel like like I said, that uncertainty, wondering if, is this going to happen for or how do I get there? Because AAA energy is the energy of movement, pressing forward, abundance, freedom, all the things that pretty much came out just now. And sometimes when you have experienced things that are otherwise, or it's hard to tap into a frequency, or it's hard to picture yourself in a different space than where you are right now. But the advice for that already is to look within. And what that means is to, for me, what that means is assess your root concerns, assess your root issues, assess take account of your limiting beliefs. What are limiting beliefs? Limiting beliefs are the beliefs that you have at your core, like, oh, it is mandatory for me to work hard in order to be abundant or to have money, or those type of things. Money does not come to me freely. Those are limiting beliefs. In order for me to find love, I have to, do X, Y, and Z. No, it's not mandatory for you to do certain things, because there's a person out there for you, looking for you exactly how you are. Now, if I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna be effing for real. Okay, if you are a person that is, still in the beginning stages of finding your way, you may attract somebody else that is in the beginning stages of finding your way. Do you get what I'm saying? So no matter where you are, you can attract the things that you are. So in no way, shape, or form are you truly lacking, because you can still get to the things and places that are for you. Okay, so I'm going to get 3 more, and then we will clarify with the Moonology. Or we might go straight to the tarot. I don't know. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. Will that work? Perfect. 3. Fertility at the bottom of the deck. Maybe that anxiety is coming from you not knowing if you would have enough to taking on that uncertain journey of becoming a mother, becoming a parent, not knowing if you have enough, if you can do enough, or not knowing if you have what it takes to be the type of mother or the type of parent that you are looking to be. But the cards that I have here is Grace, Retreat, and Finding Your Light came out in reverse. So okay, so I'm going to read this a little bit out of order. Up here is protection, and what that gives me is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that no matter what it is that you do for your growth, for your highest good, of course, you are divinely protected. But because you are unaware of the soul you are, you're unaware of your light, you're unaware of your abilities, your talents, your resources, you may not truly feel or understand how protected you are. And when it comes to the looking within, it's actually pretty self-explanatory. Retreat. And then with the uncertainty and chaos, understand that you're not going to know. Life is full of uncertainties, and you're not going to know how everything goes at all times. But make sure you give yourself grace. Okay? If you're doing the best that you can, and you know that you're doing the best that you can, give yourself some grace. Balance is super duper important. And then you have the retreat right here. And then if you look, you see the Finding Your Light. You see the sun shining directly on her, and it's in reverse. And what that tells me is you guys don't celebrate yourself enough. You don't take enough time to really relax and nurture yourself the way that you should. You don't celebrate yourself. You don't, like, when was the last time you made your favorite meal? When was the last time you lotioned yourself down real good? When was the last time you spoke kindly about yourself? When was the last time you were proud of yourself? When was the last time you were even proud of yourself? And because you haven't taken account of these things, because you haven't shined the light in your own darkness, oh, this is getting deep. Now I'm feeling it. Because you haven't shined the light in your own darkness, you're struggling. Because this light in the darkness right here represents your awareness. When you take account of the things you've done previously, you can utilize that to fuel the things that you do and keep account of in the future. So if you did it before, you can do it again. If you've never done it before, you've accomplished other things in the past. You can get back there, and or you can do more. So don't look down on yourself. What's another word? What is it? It's not that you're looking down on yourself. Maybe you simply feel as though you're incapable of doing something and you need to find another way to do it for you. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. So you've got the uncertainty card, right? And then you have the new moon, the crescent moon, and another new moon. And with this, you have the crescent moon. So you have uncertainty and chaos, and then you have retreat. So what that means is, even though you're in a space where it feels chaotic, you still need to take time for yourself. And when you take time for yourself, the moon, your subconscious, your emotions will lead you, your emotions, your intuition, God, prayer will lead you to where it is that you need to go. But sometimes you can't hear things, you can't hear God when it's so loud. And again, this looks like a young lady who's praying. So prayer, meditation may be important for you at this time. And that is, once again, leading to your protection and your endeavors that you choose to do from this point on. Okay, so I don't even know. Protection at the bottom of the deck. That's come out twice. Good Lord. Okay, so we've got intuition. I just said that. I just said follow your intuition, follow your prayers, your emotions, the things that bring you the most pleasure. Again, as long as it's not, as long as it's morally sound, you get what I'm saying. Follow the things that bring you the most pleasure, and it's also going to bring you the most abundance and raise your vibration. It also says release blocks. So again, that is the purpose of you going and looking within to get to those limiting thoughts, those things that people told you when you were younger, things that you held on to that you didn't even think was interfering with what it is that you have going on right now. Yes, so I'm going to put that here. Follow your intuition. I'm going to grab 2 more cards. Actually, I don't even think I'm going to go all the way through. I think it's just 2 more cards. This deck is beautiful, by the way. Absolutely stunning. So can I get 2 more cards? Spirit, Divine Spirit, Holy Spirit, that was just, yes, for the highest, past, part, greatest good. And please give a message or continue to clarify this message for those who need it most. I'm not even going to say for the collective because I'm not for everybody. real shit. I'm not for anybody. Stay in integrity. Be who you are unapologetically, and when your back gets pushed against the wall, remember who you are. You are not those people. You are not I'm trying to be politically correct, but you're not like them. Okay? You have a different type of operating system. You run on integrity. You have honor. You have respect for people. You have character. Okay? So don't allow for these things that's pushing you against the wall right now, these different uncertainties, this chaos, to put you in a different space than you need to be in, or that you know you're supposed to be in. You know where you belong. You know where you belong. You know what side you belong. And again, this is no judgment to left and what people choose to do or what they feel like they need to do for their life, but This is specifically for this collective, and it's saying you know where you're supposed to be. Exactly. Once again, the path, and take a breath. All this chaos going on, take a breath. Take care of yourself. I don't know if this is a situation that came up from the past, something that you were revisiting from the past because it wasn't properly dealt with before. Again, this could be a seed. Somebody said something to you, so that seed was planted long ago, and now you're in the process of facing it again. It might be something that you fear. It might be something that it might be something that you fear. It might be something that you heard. Are you afraid? Are you afraid to show up as your most authentic self? Because you got the full moon here, and she's dancing and she's enjoying herself, and then you have the dark moon here, and she looks like she's kind of covering her ears. She looked like she's kind of covering her ears, and she has the snakes around her. So yes, somebody said something to y'all. Somebody said something to y'all, and it rocked your stuff, or there's a belief that you're not enough, and it's causing chaos. It's causing chaos, and you need to know that you're divinely protected at this time. And it also means you need to take a break. Take a break. Go within. Get to know what the truth is. That is something. I might not even go into the tarot. Okay. So, what I need for you guys to do already, because I'm going to give y'all homework over here. Okay. The whole purpose of all of this is to heal. But what I'm going to need from y'all. Ooh. I'm actually going to tell Spirit. I'm going to ask Spirit what you guys need to do about this. This is the Shadow Work Oracle. It is also in my shop on Amazon. And something that I do personally, and I'm just going to shuffle off to the side here. Something that I do personally is I trace back my thoughts. So, one thing, again, you're going to hear me say this all the time. One thing I'm going to do is if I'm going to be anything, I'm going to be effing for real, okay? And in order to move forward in life authentically, truthfully, with honesty, you're going to have to be effing for real with yourself. So there's times, I'm not even going to turn that over yet. So there's times that I have to sit and say, okay, what is it that I'm truly fearing? Truly feeling. I'm feeling fear. What are you afraid of? Deep down, I'm afraid of not being who such and such says I am, or I'm afraid of not being good at X, Y, and Z. Ooh. I'm gonna sit this off to the side for right now. Not being afraid of X, Y, and Z. And come to find out, nobody told me that I wasn't good enough. Nobody told me. Ooh, these cards getting ready to tell us off. I see it. God darn it. Okay. I'm probably gonna get one more. But long story short, what was I saying? Oh, sometimes we have this thought process that we'll never be better than what we are right now. Growing up, as an example, I've felt like I was second best. I was like second in the spelling bee. I was second in the math this. I was in talented and gifted, but I still didn't make the grade. I was in the military, in school for the military, and they have something called distinguished grads, where you are the top 20 people who make the top grades get recognized. And I missed becoming a distinguished grad by 0.04 points. So there was a precedent set in my life, in a subconscious thing that was programmed without me even knowing, that I was always second best, or I was just this close to making it to where I want to be, without acknowledging how far I came. Because it's still something to be said about being the first runner up, or the person who didn't quite make it because still I was still in the top 21 students. You know what I'm saying? Out of 200-300 people. So it's still something to be said about that. But I say all that to say sometimes these things can set a precedence in you that make you think that you're not good enough for what it is that you desire and or destined to do and or be. Okay, so this is what I mean when I'm talking. This one is light in the darkness. So again, getting that clarity of who you are as a person, loving on yourself, and then becoming more aware. Know thyself. Backtrack your thoughts to make sure that you're to ensure that you're backtrack your thoughts to ensure that the way you move forward is your most authentic self and you're moving in truth and honor for yourself, is what I want to say. Now, divine juggling, progress, inner harmony, master different aspects of yourself, both light and dark. Okay? This one says, darkness cannot dispel darkness, only light can. So start to make yourself aware of the different things that you have going on. I also heard self-sabotage. So if you don't realize that you have certain habits, thoughts, and things like that, influences, people in your life that tend to hold you back from what it is that you're trying to do, that's when you get tricked. Okay? Control issues, that's where that anxiety is coming from, because we're realizing that maybe certain control is an illusion. There are things that are going on that we do not have control over. Okay? Release, trust, empowerment. It says fear of losing power or false security leads to vulnerability. You start to see your true self when you are outside of control. There's a better way to say that. There's a saying where it's like, you know, the true heart of a man by what he does when he's up, not when he's down. So like, if you had all the money in the world, what do you do while you're rich? Are you still taking care of your people? If you know what I mean? If you didn't need anybody, how are you handling the individuals around you? Type stuff. Yeah, so just be careful with that. Have courage. It says stop hiding. Show up and let yourself be seen. Fear, vulnerability, growth. And that definitely tells me there's some things that you may not be seeing of yourself, and then there may be some things that you're not allowing other people to see within you. Maybe you feel as though, oh, spirit is talking. Maybe you feel as though, this person may not feel the same way about me if they really got to know me, type stuff. Yeah. Face your inner demons at the bottom of the deck. Transform and integrate. Okay, we're going to see. And it's another 4 cards, so I'm sure this is going to clarify the last 4. Okay. Unseen patterns. Didn't we just have this conversation? There's some things that you're not seeing, and this just seems to be the theme over and over again. This collective really needs to go within, talk about what it is. Okay, we're going to reverse engineer this. Give me a second. Jumbled thoughts. Okay, they might be talking about me. Girl. Oh, look at the bottom. Confusion, anxiety, escape. So are you putting off some things that you're supposed to be doing because you too anxious? Too anxious about what's going on? Are you, I don't want to say self-sabotaging, but, it's kind of giving that energy. But are you avoiding things that you may need to do because your thoughts are overwhelmed or you can't think through what you got going on? But we're gonna reverse engineer all of this stuff, okay? And then these 2 came out: self-reflection and dark reflection. I'm gonna read these. Looking inward helps you see what to improve to make better choices. Awareness and improvement. When you look into the abyss looks back. Truth seeking and liberation. So the freedom that you seek from the things that you feel as though bind you, keep you from doing the things that you want to do, it's a mental prison. Okay? there's a saying that says, once you realize the only thing that's keeping you within a cage is your thoughts, the only thing that limits you at this moment is your thoughts, and you get into that energy of resourcefulness, communication with others. Because sometimes when it comes to a lot of these things, it's not what you know, it's who you know. But also, let's get into this backtracking. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some of these back. Hopefully it doesn't distract you as I speak. But when I say backtrack, I mean, let's first start with what it is that you need, or what it is you truly desire. You know, you ask most people what they need. I need $1 million. Okay, is that really what you need, or is what you need is, like, what you truly want is to feel safe? You want security, you want peace, you know, those type of things. So we can backtrack that. All right, so what about my situation makes me feel unsafe? What about this situation makes me feel like I need control? Why is control so important to me? When was the last time I felt like I was out of control? When was the first time I felt like I was out of control? And just continue to work it back from there. Like I said, for me, I'll give you guys a little bit of personal background as to why I have been absent. Maybe I'm not. I don't think I'm ready to talk about it. However, I'm going to get this just as a little bit more clarity, and to leave off on a positive note. This is the law of positivism here. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how deep I want to go with this. I may cut this up. So, yeah. Say, for example, Spirit, give me an example. I don't know if I want to tell all my business, child. The way to walk this backwards. Okay. I finally got one. I came to this realization the other day that, what's the word? That reputation and credibility means a lot to me. I am the type of person that will say I did something, I was there, I whatever, and okay, hold on. Let me give you the backstory. So, I was doing some prayer and meditation, and when I go to do my inner work, it's almost like I talk to myself in order to backtrack my emotions and this, that, and the third. So what I did was, I was talking about what I wanted to do with my life, and how the spirituality had changed my life, X, Y, and Z, and all the things that I'm doing right now to do better and be better for myself. So right now I'm in school for holistic and alternative medicines. So that's going to align me with, plant medicines, dietary, the importance of your diets, Chinese medicine. I have a class called acupuncture coming up pretty soon. Like, it's going to go really deep into a lot of this holistic healing. And I'm realizing that I want to do the holistic stuff, but I also want to counsel and aid and help with mental health even more than that, So I would like to use that herbology to find a way to benefit my collective, the world, and and to better manage anxiety, depression, manage and treat anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. And, a part of that would be, having conversations with people, getting to know people, that are looking for help and wanting to have these conversations, willing to get some spiritual insight, those types of things. And I started to go into analysis paralysis. Like, oh, okay, I'm doing this tarot. So how do I link the tarot with the herbology? I'm also going to have to get a counseling certification because I don't want to be out here, just telling people what to do without the perfect certifications. And if you've dealt with any of this stuff, you know that there's a lot of people that get certification crazy. Okay, like just so it can cause analysis paralysis. And as I'm having this conversation with myself, I realized that I'm the type of person that credentials and reputation really, really matters for me. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm the type of person that I'll pull out my cell phone to prove that I'm there, because I'm trying to, show that I'm somebody that's trustworthy. I'm this, that, and the third. You're not gonna tell me, or you're not gonna be able to say that I lied about X, Y, and Z situation, because I told you I was there and I showed you proof. But then it was like, well, who asked you to show proof? Why did you feel like you needed to prove anything to anybody? And I was like, oh, good Lord. You know what I mean? Like having, like and long story short, that came to the conclusion of my reputation really does matter to me. Yeah. And on a positive note, that's amazing, because that keeps me in integrity and all that type of stuff. But at the same time, that is the same thing that kept me away for so long, because I have a reputation of, being this in the military, being this type of mother, being this type of devout Christian, being this type, to a lot of different people. And it was keeping me in a chokehold from being my most authentic self, which is the person who is doing this right in front of you right now. Make sense? I hope so, because it was long. All right. So, again, law of positivism, super cute cards. I just wanted to get a few words, a few oracle cards to encourage us as we go on through the rest of this week, month, whatevs. But here's some affirmations that will definitely help heal us. And I might grab the book on this, I don't know. But this one says, I have a healthy and stable foundation in my life. This is the affirmation to say, write down, maybe use the 369 method. Write these 3 affirmations 6 times a week. 3 affirmations 9 times a day, 6 days a week. You can try it that way. But however you want to do it, you can do it. All right, this one says, when I heal, the world heals. So be the change that it is that you want to be in the world. But it also says something about your inner world starting to match your outside world, your outside world matching your inner world. So go within, heal yourself, change your mindset, your perspectives on life, your perspectives on certain things. And in order to do that, sometimes you just need a little bit more information. Because when you get into, not saying this is y'all, but when you get into a victim mentality, or you decide, oh no, there's nothing I can do, you tend to get stagnant. But if you always have the mindset that there's something I can do, there's a way I can get around you, there's always an answer to a situation. There's always a way to get out of something. There's always a supply. God always has a supply for your needs. You feel me? And that's when you'll see your outside world match all the things that you know you are on the inside. Okay? I accept life exactly as it is. Ooh. This one hit me in the chest a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie. Because there's a struggle between being grateful for what it is that you currently have and searching and desiring more for yourself. And that's a balance that we have to Look within for practice, cultivate, because it doesn't come easy, especially when you're actually upset or you're not happy about where you are right now. But the thing is, oh, okay. So I'm getting an example right here. So let's say somebody said something negative about you. I'm gonna give this example because, yeah, somebody says you're a bad mom, and you're like, no, I'm not a bad mom. I know what I do for my babies. Ain't nobody can never tell me do what I did for my that I don't do for my babies. Da 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 da. Instead of getting hung up on what was said, angry, triggered, and all that stuff, if you accepted that answer, not necessarily internalized it, but if you said, okay, I'm a bad mother, but I don't want to be a bad mother. What would you do different? What would you do more of? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'd actually read. I keep planning to read to my babies at night, and I don't ever do it. Maybe I'll take them out more. Um, Maybe we'll have more movie nights. I don't remember the last time I did something with my kids because I've been so stressed. I didn't do anything. I haven't taken them outside. Um, you know, blah blah blah. Maybe I signed them up for classes. Those type of things. And you wouldn't have gotten to that thought process if you hadn't just, you know, accepted what it is. And not even, well, this says accepted, so you can go through that. But maybe it's my flesh that's saying, well, you don't have to accept it, but just play with the idea, you know, that if this was the case, then this is what you can do to aid that situation. But sometimes that's what it is. I'm okay. I am hearing that in some people's cases that it's a denial. Like, ooh, that's heavy, spirit. Can you give me a different example? Ooh. I'm hearing that people are struggling to accept death, and death can mean your own personal death and rebirth. It can mean the letting go of um, certain things that no longer serve you in life. Maybe you see a situation that is trailing off and you're holding on to it. No, accept the situation and keep it moving. Okay. Um, yeah. Dang. Because once you accept the situation, now you can think around it, think past it, think through it. So that is the message that Spirit has for us today. Um, it's a little bit heavy, and I really do hope you guys got something out of it. You have homework, okay? That's what this is all about. I'm not just going to say something to you guys and we get all the tea and the information, X, Y, and Z. No, these are going to be some fundamental things that we work on together, okay? So, like they say, when I heal, the world heals. And I'm trying to bring a few folks with me. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Does this resonate with any of you guys? Are you also feeling this anxiety? Like, tell me what's going on. And that's going to help me with these readings as well, to know, to talk about where we are as a collective. And I'm not going to say collective, my people, the those who find me, because I'm not for everybody. Yeah, so let me know what you guys are thinking. With that being said, again, if you want any of these decks, you can find it in the description box with the Amazon links below. Be good, be smart, be safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.